Okay. If you are watching this video and you are on Vegas Pro, chances are you might have heard of the term Vegas Pro Flow. Now, you might be wondering, what is this and why is everyone using it? Well, in simple terms, Vegas Pro Flow, similar to After Effects Flow, is basically just a keyframe grafting system where it basically can use a graph to actually note out your keyframes frame by frame. But you might be wondering, how do you actually use this when you have it on your Vegas? What am I supposed to do with this? And that is exactly what I'm going to teach you today. So I already have my velocity in my clip right here. The most common use of Vegas Pro Flow is on pan crops, aka like the zoom ins, and on amplitude. So I already have a shake in. I'm gonna create like a quick pre-shake. So first thing I'm gonna do is keyframe. I'm gonna keyframe my amplitude. Make sure you have to have 2 frames for this to work. First frame will be 0. Second frame I'll put it at like 2. Well, second keyframe I'll put it at 2. So one at the beginning, one at the end, or doesn't matter whatever point you want it to have it on. I'm gonna do the same thing for the disk. I want this at 1, and for this one, I guess I'll put it at like 7.75. And obviously, when you look at it here, it's extremely linear, and we don't want it to. And we don't like linear because it just doesn't look good. So, first off, before you even get into Vegas Pro Flow, some stuff that you could do is you could right click on your keyframes and actually change it. So fast would make it start earlier, and slow would make it obviously start late, like really start appearing later. So this won't really matter when you use Vegas Pro Flow, but if you don't want to use it for whatever reason, you can use this instead. Still recommend use Vegas Pro Flow. It looks a lot better with the slow frames, but Vegas Pro Flow is obviously better, and we can compare it at the end. So these won't really matter after we use Vegas Pro Flow. So now we're in the Vegas Pro Flow menu, which, by the way, go to Tools, Extension, Vegas Pro Flow. There should be a video in the description on how to install it. But now we're gonna select on our adjustment clip or whatever has the actual shake effect in it. And let's start with the amplitude. So you can select all of these, but the ones that I recommend the most for like pre-shakes and stuff, if you want to start like slow, you can use circ in, expo in, quart in. Those are all good options. And what you want to do is, while you have it selected, you can just, I'll do quart in. You just click apply, and boom, it gets all your keyframes frame by frame. And obviously, as you can tell, you should go to the amplitude starts off slow and then jumps up around in, which is how an exponential graph is supposed to be. However, so if you like test out a bunch of these presets and they still aren't like the best for you, what you can do instead is create a custom graph, which you can just select any of these presets and start moving around the dots. You could do like this. I already have a preset made, so I'm gonna click on this one and apply it. Hold up, lagging a little bit. You ready? So one second. Oh yeah, I forgot. You have to click Control Z. After you like the amplitude, you can click Control Z if you end up not liking it. So I'm gonna do my test graph, apply it. and I like that a lot. And we could do the same thing with the Z disk. All you have to do is make sure to select the adjustment clip again. Make sure you select shake, and we change it to Z disk. And for this, I'm gonna use expo in. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna use expo in. Apply, and once again, it framed by framed it. It starts off like slow, and it quickly goes in around the end. However, I wanted to start off a little bit earlier, so I'm gonna use you can really just test out all of these, and by going through, I want to try to use circ in. Oops, my bad. I'm gonna try to use circ in. Oh yeah, while I'm amplitude, you gotta remember to change that. My bad. Boom. See, starts a little faster than the other thing, which is what I'm going for. Obviously, preset doesn't look the best, but this is just where it tests, just so y'all can see what everything looks like. And yeah, that's pretty much the basics, like all the important stuff that you need to know about Vegas for Flow. There are obviously other like methods and ways you can use it. I mean, you can even use it for velocity, which I personally don't recommend, but it's up to you. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Vegas Pro Flow that I have today.